Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Amjad Abdul Rahman, Principal of Smart International School, and I will be moderating today's discussion on capitalizing change in school education through quality. Thank you to our panelists and to all of you for joining. We'll start with a short introduction in the beginning. Then I will ask each panelist one question. Let's keep the discussion constructive and solution focused. Before we begin the question round, let me briefly introduce our panelists. Our panelists for today are Sister Dr. Jancy M. George, Principal of Jairani Public School, Toduguda, a dedicated academic leader. Father Sujit Jacob, Principal of Holy Family Public School, Kunjithani, a dynamic administrator. Sister Alfie Kunel, Principal of Marian Public School, Medigiri, recognized for her student-centered and disciplinary leadership. Dr. Yusuf Abdul Salam, Principal of Gira Public School, Vanapuram, an inspiring education committed to academic excellence and innovation. Father Wagis Edathichira, Principal of Don Bosco School, Kadapana, a visionary leader. Miss Divya Rajesh, Principal of Bright Word School, Kodamangalam, known for her integrating modern and creative pedagogies. We extend a warm welcome to all our panelists. We'll now proceed to the question round. So as we all know, the discussion topic is related to quality education. CBSE is making constant effort to ensure quality education in every school. Related to that, every year we are actually going through a SQUAF framework. It is schools quality assurance and assessment framework. So this December 31st is the last date for fulfilling and finishing the due date for this SQUAF framework. So when we go through that, there are so many, the checklist we all need to fulfill on a daily basis, academic related. There are several domains and subdomains followed by a lot of complaints we need to fulfill every year. So, Dr. Jancy, my first question is for you. What are the key challenges in implementing quality education in schools? I repeat, what are the key challenges in implementing quality education in schools?
Well, most of our schools, I feel like, is individual-driven schools, not really policy-based schools. And our curricula are not really updated to motivate our students. And then our teachers, we are offering several NEP-oriented workshops and CBSE-driven workshops, but teachers are not really updated. And then a good percentage of teachers are not competency based, they have subject competency, and sometimes we are unable to follow the really value system in our schools. I feel like these are the challenges we fail because I think our schools need to follow what NEP stands for. Instead, rote memorization, following the classrooms, but we have to follow the experiential teaching methods. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jancy. These are indeed fundamental challenges that form the base of our discussion. Further, Sujit, my next question is to you. How can schools prioritize quality education and make it a core part of their ethos. I repeat, how can schools prioritize quality education and make it a core part of their ethos?
In my opinion, we should have as educators or school principals or directors, we should have a correct objective. What is the quality education, and we should have a correct program for the teachers for what we call the sessions, for the training sessions, and it should be correct checklist should be there, and you should have evaluations. Correct evaluation should be at time. Should be in-house or from out-house or within all for external evaluations and internal evaluations at proper time. And also we should have a collaboration with the parents and the communities and everything. So first we should have the objective, and we should have the proper formation programs for the teachers, and the evaluations must be at the correct time. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Sujit. That clearly explains how schools can embed quality in their culture. Sister Alfie, my next question goes to you. What role can technology play in enhancing quality education? I repeat, what role can technology play in enhancing quality education?
Thank you, sir, for this relevant question. Technology can enhance quality education by providing access to digital resources, personal learning experiences, and online platforms for teachers training and collaboration. It can also help bridge the gap in rural and urban education by providing equal access to quality educational resources. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Alfie. Technology indeed opens new opportunities for learning. Dr. Yusuf, my next question for you. How can schools measure and evaluate the quality of education? Let me repeat the question. How can schools measure and evaluate the quality of education?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable question. I think school can manage and evaluate the quality education through various metrics, like including students' learning outcomes and teachers' performances. That is a very important thing, teachers' performances, because teachers are the pillars of the school. So they have to engage with always with the students. Even the principals we are not facing the students as always. So teachers can contribute the most of the things to the betterment of the education and provide the quality of education. So I think that proper training to the teachers is already said that just before. So quality, that standard training, we have to send the teachers for the standard training day-to-day times. And that also we have to evaluate. As a principal, we have to evaluate the teachers, already they've done the trainings and all, how they implement in the classroom. That process supervision how to be done in the proper way. So that is another thing. And other problems is mostly facing in the schools is infrastructure, already sir described in the last class. So infrastructure facility, we have to update always. That is the important thing. So normally it's not happening the updations. So still most of the schools is in 1990s, 2000, that means blackboard and white chalks. After that reached to green board. After that now it's a whiteboard. Then smart classrooms started. Now it's a panel board. But still so many schools is facing the problem there with still in the blackboard and white chalks. So such a system we have to change it. Then infrastructure we have to change it. Obviously improve the quality of education. And also another important thing is that the feedback from the parents and the stakeholders. That is a very important thing because they are the supporters. So we have to collect alternatively the feedback, because even if it is a positive or what, if it is a negative, the negative, then we have to understand what is the problem happening in our system, and we have to solve the problem and move on. And if it is a positive thing, we have to take that as a motivation and encouragement that we have to shower to the teachers also. So obviously they will be uplifted. So teachers' performances is very important thing, and teachers' retention. I think that's most of the schools. Before sir said that also. So teachers, we have to hold the teachers. At least 3 or 5 years, the teachers have to be held one school itself. Now the system, we always say that the teachers each and every year it is changing. Obviously, it will affect the quality of education. Because students, once is accepted one teacher, suddenly other teachers coming, even teacher is very good and qualitative teacher, but the students will not accept it immediately. So that is another problem. So that is school management, we have to arrange a very good working condition for the teachers. Then they will be there itself. They will not change each and every. So that is school management and the principal of the administration how to take such decisions under. And the last thing is that I think that the better assessment and to the accreditation process, that will to create the accountability and to continuous improvement. These are the things I think is needed for the quality education. Also we can, now just before sir said the PM3. So they are giving lots of schemes. Just last month I visited the Pioneer School, Conclave area. So I seen that vocational training buildings already started. So they started their infrastructure. They have fund, that's what. So vocational training, this scope is there. So we have to give a vocational training, STEM education, we have to provide the STEM education, such things also. If we are implementing in the school education, obviously our school education system will be, we can improve. Thank you.
Right, you brought so many points, including vocational training and value-based skill education also very important, as you pointed out. Thank you, Dr. Yusuf. Along with the infrastructure, evaluating outcomes are also essential for effective improvement. Further Varghese, my next question is for you. What is the impact of quality education on students and society?
Thank you for this opportunity. The impact of quality education on students. I believe better citizens, and because of that, a good community. നല്ല വ്യക്തികളും ആ വ്യക്തികളെ നല്ലതോടെ ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നതോടുകൂടിയിട്ട് നല്ല ഒരു സമൂഹവും. I think that summarizes the impact of quality education. When we say good person, the person is really value-based and also learned to live in the 21st century. So all the skills that is associated with the 21st century, the learner should be able to acquire. If that skills have been acquired, then we can surely say that the quality education is imparted to a child in a school or in an educational system. As a result of a quality education, there will be the child will be really skilled to live in the 21st century. So all the skills that are associated with come. There should be innovation in the society as a result of skill-based education, the quality education. And when there is an innovation in the society, then there is an economic growth in the society. So that will also lead to a better economic development in the society. So value-based person leading an economically built society will be a happy society, I believe. So basically the impact of the quality education would be go back to a good human person and a good society. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Varghese. The long-term impact of education indeed transformative. Ms. Divya, my final question is for you. What are some innovative approaches to capitalizing change in school education?
Thank you, sir. some innovative aspects that includes project-based learning, competency-based progression, also personalized learning pathways, etc. Also, schools can leverage partnership with local community groups, NGOs, and also industries to establish or to provide extra learning or create real life world situations and experiential learning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Divya. Those approaches truly reflect the evolving vision of modern education. So thank you to all our esteemed panelists for their insightful contribution. Today's discussion, even though we got a very limited time within the duration, the panelists, they highlighted the following points. They addressed the foundation challenges that we are facing at present in different schools. Creating a culture of continuous improvement is very much necessary. That is, in fact, one of the major goals of CBSE board. A meaningful use of technology, as Dr. Yusuf mentioned here. And effective evaluation and assessment also, it is one of the most important measures we all need to take care. Understanding the social impact of education was another one. Adopting innovative future-oriented approaches. That was Shiju's main highlight during his presentation. So quality education, I believe it's a shared responsibility, and with commitment and collaboration, we can build schools that truly empower every learner. So thank you, all of you, for your presence and participation. Thank you.
Now it's time to honor our panelists, so I request all the panelists to stay on the stage. I would like to welcome Advocate Shiju Agustin sir and Mr. Joy sir onto the stage. I request Shiju Agustin sir to hand over the momentum to Mr. Amjad Abdul Rahman, our moderator, Principal, Smart International School, Kodamangalam.
you, sir, and I request Shiju Augustine sir to please be on stage and